Yeah. At Moore Brothers Auto Sales, their customers know they can count on quality used cars, great prices, and a knowledgeable sales staff. Whether you're looking for an automobile, a truck, a van, or an SUV, you can find what you need at Moore Brothers Auto Sales. You can call them or text them anytime at 357-2711. And shop online through their website at moorebrothersAutosales.com.
Hicks has the largest gun selection in southern Illinois. The Hicks family has been located at 4952 State Route 13 in Pinckneyville for over 63 years. Hicks Trading Station has over 2,000 new and used guns in stock. A wide selection of ammunition is also available. They will buy, sell, or trade. And get this, everything is guaranteed. They're open 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Stop by their location west of Pinckneyville or give them a call, 618-357-2583. Go Panthers!
Great Heart products are second to none when it comes to seed quality, seed treatment, and seed performance. Farmers continuously brag about the
Life is made up of moments. We care about those moments as much as you do. We are Modern Woodmen, a fraternal financial services organization, member-owned, not stockholder-run. Since 1883, we've supported families, strengthened communities, and helped people reach their financial goals. From protection to saving to retirement planning, let us help you plan for those special moments in your life.
Panthers get a third crack at the goal, and the shot is up by Auerbach. 5-5 game. Down comes out long to Olney. Back comes Winkler now. Winkler on top of Hallam. Now Redmond. Deep on the left side. It goes to Keller. Keller with the ball in the left corner. He'll give it back to Winkler now. Winkler across the top. Down to Redmond. Now Winkler. Winkler. Shot is in and out. Rebound to Keith. The outlet goes to Conway. Conway in the front court. Now to Keith. Keith for a long three. That's good. A.J. Keith buried a three from 23 feet. And it's an 8-5 Panther lead. Winkler in the backcourt. A hitter is Keller up and in. 8-7 Panthers. With the ball, Conway now. Conway into the front court. Conway over the right. He'll give it up to Garsax. Looks inside. Gives it to Smith. Now the ball goes over to the left side to A.J. Keith. Keith now Conway. Conway now Garsax. Deep in the right corner, Smith. Smith with the ball now Garsax. Garsax. He'll get to the top to Keith. Swing it left to Conway. Back on top to Keith. Now to Conway. Inside it goes to Conkle. His shot. Redmond gives the Tigers the lead. 9-8 the score. 3:54 left here in the opening quarter. Conway with the ball now Keith. Out the right side to Hunter Smith. Missed the three. Rebound to Hallam. The outlet goes to Winkler. Tigers look to build on a 1-point advantage. Man, a picky foul there after that mugging that Conkle took down on the other end beneath the Panther basket. Score. Tigers with the basketball on the advantage at this point. Down on the left corner it goes to Redmond. Redmond will kick it out and give it up to Hallam. Hallam with the ball near high on the left side. Hallam now works the middle of the floor and gets it up to Winkler. Winkler. Down on the left side it goes to Keller. Keller. Inside to Winkler. The free throw line. And almost had it picked by Bird. Now the ball back to Winkler. Winkler. Oh, he walked with the ball. No call. Got the shot down. Bill lays it in. Nice move by Smith as he sliced through the defense, and it's 11-10 game. 2:55 and counting here in the first period. With the ball, Winkler now. Winkler over to the left. Winkler still with the basketball on the left side, and it went through the hands of Keller out of bounds. The Panthers will get it back. Back into the game comes Conkle. Out goes Hunter Smith. Inbound play triggered by Keith. He'll get it in the Bird in the backcourt. No pressure. Keller will meet Bird at midcourt. Bird moves over to the left. Picks up the dribble. Gives it to Garsax. The ball goes out to Conk. Back comes Winkler now. Winkler for a long three. That's good. You can't give him an inch, can you, Gary? And it's 14-10 Tigers. With the ball is Bird now.
Your hometown grocery store for over 45 years, providing you with quality meat and produce, a full-service deli and bakery, and delivery service or curbside pickup, just to mention a few things. Check
Since 1901, the First National Bank of Pinckneyville has been serving Perry County and the surrounding area. At the First National Bank of Pinckneyville, they take great pride in giving back to the community by supporting a myriad of groups and events to help make Pinckneyville a better place to work, live, and raise a family. Find them online today at fnbpville.com. The First National Bank of Pinckneyville, proud to support the Pinckneyville Panthers.
Back at Pinckneyville, we're ready to start the second quarter with the Tigers on top, 14-12. With the ball in the back court is Winkler. He'll bring it in the front half, picked up by Smith. On the right side, it goes down to Redmond. He'll give it up to Keller. Keller now Winkler. Winkler with the ball. Now Kocher. Out on the right side, it goes to Redmond. Redmond works down deep on the right side, gives the ball to Keller. Keller turns, fires, misses, rebound. Comes to Conkle. Conkle with the ball now, Conway. Conway in the right lane into the front court to Smith. Smith with the ball out near midcourt. He'll give it up to Lahr. Lahr with the ball over to Smith. Goes inside to Conkle. Conkle with the ball. And it said he stepped out of bounds. What it looks like to call it. Out goes Keith and in comes Bowersax. 7:22 left in the first period. Or the first half of play, I should say, with a 14-12 Olney lead. With the ball is Winkler. Winkler across Keller. Over the left it goes to Redmond. Redmond over the right to Winkler. Winkler right of the circle. Checks up, shoots a three. Misses the shot and a rebound. Controlled by Lahr. The outlet goes to Conway. He races into the front court. He'll give it to Smith. Smith with a drive and a foul. Two shots. The foul will be on Redmond, I believe. No, they called it on Redmond. The score was on its way and rattles around and drops in. 14-13. Another free throw coming. Hunterize the basket. It's in the air. Good. Smith. Play here in this opening half 14-14 game. And it will be Olney Tiger basketball. With the ball is Winkler. Winkler in the front court. He's up the left side to Keller. Back on the right now goes inside. Ball inside to Hallam, who plays with two fouls. Hallam's shot is up and in. Hallam makes it a 16-14 game in favor of the Tigers. With the ball is Keith. It's Hallam is going to go out. And he did push Keith that time. All right, AJ with a couple of free throws here. First one is on its way and good. So Keith converts the first from the line. He'll shoot the second. 16-15 the score. Keith will shoot the second free throw. 6:16 left in the half. Possession arrow now favors the Panthers. Back to Winkler. Winkler still with the basketball in the backcourt. Picked up by Smith. Across the timeline over to the left side. Winkler still with the basketball. He'll get up to Keller. Keller moves over to the right. Now the ball goes to Thoman. Down deeper on the left side now Winkler. Winkler with the ball. Winkler still has it. Down the corner it goes to Redmond. Redmond, he lost the ball. The rebound controlled by Conkle. Back comes Conway. say hello to Nolan Kellerman. He's listening to the Villages in Florida. The ball is Ian Winkler. He'll bring it into the front court. Goes over the left side of Redmond. Now Winkler back at the left wing and about 3 steps beyond the arc.
Grecian Steakhouse, located on South Main Street in Pinckneyville, has become one of Southern Illinois' finest restaurants. You can choose from a full buffet and salad bar, or pick your selection from a full menu. The Grecian also features a complete bar. They can accommodate parties large or small, and be glad to cater any event as well. The Grecian Steakhouse, a proud sponsor of Panther Sports.
Check out their daily deli specials, including the best fried chicken in the area. Their friendly staff is ready to serve you for all your grocery needs. Located at 412 South Main Street in Pinckneyville, 618-357-2750.
Since The First National Bank of Pinckneyville has been serving Perry County and the surrounding area. At the First National Bank of Pinckneyville, they take great pride in giving back to the community by supporting a myriad of groups and events to help make Pinckneyville a better place to work, live, and raise a family. Find them online today at fnbpville.com. The First National Bank of Pinckneyville, proud to support the Pinckneyville Panthers.
Hi, back here at Thomas Gymnasium. Welcome you to the Grecian halftime report. We'll look at some of the numbers here in this opening half of play. The Tigers were 6 of 11 in that first quarter and 4 out of 10 in the second quarter. I have them 10 out of 21, 48% shooting. Panthers were 4 and 9 in the first times, and the Tigers have turned it over 3. So we'll look at our individual scoring here. For the Tigers, Winkler has a 3 and a 2 for 5 points. Keller has 2 threes and a 2. So he's got 8 foul situation for the Tigers. Hallam has 3 fouls, Redmond 2, and Tolman 2. For the Panthers, Hunter Smith with 6 points. He's got 2 baskets and 2 free throws. Ty Lahr with the basket right there at the halftime buzzer. So he's got 2 points. Raleigh Bowersax with a 3-point basket. H.A. Keith has a 3 with 8. Smith with 6. Conkle 5, Bowersax 3, and Lahr has 2 for the Panther total of 24. Conway has 1 foul, and Smith has 1 foul. Panthers only whistled for 2 fouls in that opening half of play. Trouble, but other than that, I believe this was what everybody thought it was going to be. So.
Oh, yeah, I have to agree with you.
So we'll take another 2-minute break, and we'll be back with more after this.
Truck, a van, or an SUV, you can find what you need at Moore Brothers Auto Sales. You can call them or text them anytime at 357-2711. And shop online through their website at moorebrothersAutosales.com.
Hicks Trading Station has the largest gun selection in southern Illinois. The Hicks family has been located at 4952 State Route 13 in Pinckneyville for over 63 years. Hicks Trading Station has over 2,000 new and used guns in stock. A wide selection of ammunition is also available. They will buy, sell, or trade. And get this, everything is guaranteed. They're open 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Stop by their location west of Pinckneyville or give them a call, 618-357-2583. Go Panthers!
My robot to kill here in Pinckneyville.
The Grecian Steakhouse, located on South Main Street in Pinckneyville, has become one of Southern Illinois' finest restaurants. You can choose from a full buffet and salad bar, or pick your selection from a full menu. The Grecian also features a complete bar. They can accommodate parties large or small, and we're glad to cater any event as well. The Grecian Steakhouse, a proud sponsor of Panther Sports.
All right, back at Thomas Gymnasium. Both the teams have now returned to the playing floor to warm up for the second half. And Ted, my part, a little concerned about kind of the status quo with him. So,
well, you got to give him a lot of credit. Coach Flanagan took a little bit of the air out of the ball there. He tried to protect his team, and I thought you're right. We weren't unable to spread it, but at the first one, did you see him? He kind of hung his head there as it was going up, and then it went in.
I remember watching, might have been the first game that the Tigers played here in the tournament, and Keller lit it up a little bit. In that game, he had several threes, and
Well, if the next 16 minutes are anything like the first, it's going to be entertaining, isn't it?
You're right. I see he's got Tolman and Hallman both.
Well, the Panthers will control on the alternating possession, and they'll work to that basket at the west end as tradition holds. And Panthers will go with Firesacks, Conway, Smith, Conkle, and Keith. And the Tigers will counter with Firesacks. Moving to the right, he'll give it back to Conway. Conway with the dribble. Conway now reverses back to the right, still with the basketball. Now moves further deeper out on the left side. He'll give it up on a hand pass to Smith. Smith moving to the right. Now back to the left. He'll give it up to Conway. Conway across the top with the dribble. 27-24. With the basketball is Winkler. Over to the left it goes to Hallam. Hallam holds it above his head. He'll give it to Thoman. Thoman backing in on Conkle. Thoman. Jump hook is up and in. Boy, he's a nice player, isn't he?
Yeah.
He makes it a 27-26 game. With the ball is Conway. Conway. Jump ball, possession arrow favors the Tigers.
Well, the Panthers tried to throw one of those passes where they spin the ball, and it wasn't a very good pass.
So the turnover gives the ball back to the Tigers. A chance to regain the lead. 6:30 left here in the third. With the basketball is Winkler. Winkler working to the timeline. Moves over to the right side, now back to the left. Over to the left, it goes to Hallam. Hallam now on top to Redmond. He'll give it up to Winkler. Winkler with the ball now found Thoman. Thoman deep on the right side with the basketball. Over to Keller. Keller for three. That's his third three of the game, and it's a 29-27 lead for the Tigers. Smith with the ball. Hits the floor and a blocking foul called on Keith. First foul on Keith, the first on the Panthers here in the second half. It's 29 all. Hallam will trigger the inbound play right in front of Rob Flanagan on that visitor's bench. With the ball is Winkler. Winkler moves over to the right with the dribble. At the wing on top, he gives it to Keller. Keller still with the basketball. Stops, pops another three. Good. That's his fourth three, and it's 32-29. A three-point edge for the Tigers. With the ball is Conway. Conway reversing over to the right. Now back to the left. Conway will give it to Conkle. Conkle at the free throw line. Conkle needs help as he backs away and finds Keith. 4:45 left in the third. 32-29 Olney. With the ball now is Smith. Smith at the top gives it to Conkle again. Conkle gets a lane to the goal, puts it up, and Thoman picks up the foul. Needs help. Gets the ball out to Firesacks. Firesacks for three, too strong. And it goes over the backboard. It'll belong to Olney. So they can build on they've got their biggest advantage of the game at 4. And now a chance to build on that lead. With the ball is Conkle. Conkle is going out. Lahr is coming in. 4:03 left in the third quarter. With the ball is Winkler. Winkler works it to the timeline. Picked up by Smith. Moves over to the right. He'll give the ball to Hallam. Hallam with the drive. Hallam out on top to Thoman. Thoman now Keller. Keller with the ball. Reverses. He'll give the ball to Winkler. Winkler over to the right side to Keller. Keller with the drive. Keller check up jumper. That's no good. Rebound controlled by Conway. Conway back the other way. Panthers had a much needed stop there. Conway's picked up the dribble. Gives the ball to right to Hunter. Now the ball goes back to Conway. Out high on the right. Conway with the dribble. Conway. And a 30-second timeout is called by by Lahr. We'll take a 30-second break as well. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to Thomas Gym, where the Panthers take their first time out, trailing 34-30. 3:19 left here in the third period. Inbound play comes to Smith. Smith will kick it out to Keith. On top it goes to Conway. Conway with the ball at midcourt. Moves to the left. Goes over to Lahr at the free throw line. Now back to Smith. Smith between the circles. Picked up by Winkler. Over to the right to Bauersacks. On top to Lahr. Lahr with the dribble. Lahr. He'll give it up to Keith. Keith with the ball at the top of the ring. Keith down the lane with the runner. And a foul is called on the Tigers. And I think he indicated 2 shots here. Call this on Keller.
All right, first foul on Keller, and AJ to the free throw line to shoot a pair. First one's on its way and good. 34-31.
Conway back in, or excuse me, Conkle back into the game for Bauersacks. Keith with the second free throw. It's up and good. It's a 34-32 ball game with 2:50 left here in the third period. Possession arrow favors the Panthers as we look to the end of this quarter. With the ball is Winkler. Over to the right side it goes to Redmond. Redmond on top to Hallam. Hallam with the ball. Hallam picked up by Conway. Hallam into the lane. Stops, pops, rims out. Thoman with the rebound. Thoman. Shot up and in. And it's 36-32. Olney with the lead. Panthers with the basketball. 2:19 left in the third. With the ball is Keith now. Out on top it goes to Conkle. And the Panthers turn it over as they tried to go inside to Lahr. Back comes Winkler. Winkler down in the right corner. Ball popped loose and recovered by Smith. Knocked away by Conway. Now a foul on Keller as he grabs Smith going by. And that's 2 on Keller. 2:04 left in the third, 36-32. Panthers need a goal here. Inbound play. Conkle gets it into Lahr, gives it up to Conway. And Conway is fouled this time by Keller. He just picked up his third as Conway stopped and Keller ran over him. Panthers will inbound now beneath their goal. Conway will set up to the right side of that goal. Keller's going to come out, and in comes Reed Brown. Ball comes into Keith in the lane, up and in. They baited the Tigers, and they fell for it, and Keith got the easy basket. 36-34. With the ball, Winkler. Olney with the lead in the ball. Hallam now. He'll give it up to Winkler. Winkler out near midcourt. Over to Hallam. Now back to Winkler. Winkler. Give and go play goes to Hallam. His shot's up and good. And it's 38-34. With the ball, Conway high on the right side. Conway moves between the circles. Now reverses back to the right. Now the ball goes to Keith. Keith with the ball at the right wing. Keith will give it up to Lahr. Lahr with the ball inside to Conkle. Conkle. And they call this off of Conkle. Olney fans really applauding the call. 38-34. 1:10 left in the third. With the ball is Winkler. Over to the right it goes to Hallam. Hallam now. Hallam with the dribble. Over to the left side. Hallam. They try the trap. He gets out of it with a pass to Winkler. Winkler at the top of the circle. Winkler still with the basketball. Over to Hallam. Hallam near midcourt on the left. Hallam works down deeper on the left side. 45 seconds left in the third. Ball goes to Thoman inside. Thoman in the corner, kicks it back out to Hallam. Now we're down to the final 35 seconds. Hallam with the ball on the left. Now Winkler. Winkler with the ball between the circles. Winkler gives the ball, and the ball goes over to Brown. Brown in the corner on the right. Dribbles out to the wing. Now the ball goes to Redmond. Now he'll give it up to Winkler. Down to the final 15 seconds of the third. 38-34. Winkler with the ball. Ball goes over to Hallam now. Hallam with the dribble. Hallam almost loses it. Now works in the lane. Shot is up and no good. Tip up is good. A 6-point advantage. And that puts the score at 40-34 as we head to the fourth. Back in 1 minute. Welcome back to Thomas Gym, where the Tigers now have their biggest lead of 6 in the game, 40-34. A great tip in by Hallam as he missed the shot. 2 Panthers there, and the ball faded away to the right, just enough for Hallam to get the tip in. Conway with the ball into the front court now. Over to Lahr at the top, gives it to Smith. Smith along the baseline. Then knocked out of bounds by the Tigers. 7:51 left in the game clock here in the fourth period. Inbound play triggered by Keith. Keith gets it into Conkle. Conkle.
No call.
Lahr chip up good and a foul. And a foul. Lahr with the sick back. And the foul is on Brown. No, it's on Thoman. His fourth. 7:44 left in the game. And at the free throw line will be Ty Lahr to shoot the free throw. A chance to complete a 3-point play. Lahr's free throw is up and good. Lahr makes it a 3-point left in the ball game. 40-37. Ball comes back to Thoman now. Thoman left of the free throw line. Over to Winkler. Now to Winkler deep in the left side. His shot's up and in. And it's 42-37. With the ball is Conway. Conway at midcourt. Over on the left side. Now comes in left of the lane. Up and in. Conway with the drive. And the Panthers answer 42-39. Winkler the other way. Winkler picked up by Smith. Now the ball goes to Keller. Keller. Now to Hallam. Hallam with the ball at the left. Now the ball to Redmond. Redmond with the dribble. Redmond. The ball back to Keller now. Keller. He stops, pops a three. That's no good. And the rebound to Keith. The outlet to Conway. Conway working into the front court. Conway moves over to the right, gives the ball to Conkle. Conkle with the ball. Conkle. He'll give it up to Smith. Smith into the lane. Off balance shot is no good. Tipped around. Rebound run down by Winkler. Winkler. Over on the left it goes to Hallam. 5:58 left in the game. Hallam now at the midcourt circle. Hallam stops, pops at the three. Good. And it's
If they're not going to guard him out there, he's going to shoot it.
Yeah, 45-39. Lahr with the ball. He'll give it over on the right side to Conway. Conway with the dribble. Conway now to Smith. Smith with the ball over on the left side to Conkle. Conkle with the ball goes, and the pass intercepted as it was over Lahr's head. They can get their biggest advantage here with 5:20 left here in the ball game. With the ball is Winkler now. The lead is 6, 45-39. Keller with the ball now, Thoman. Thoman now Winkler. Winkler. And now we got a foul on Keith as Hallam had him posted up. Hallam is a really good player. Out goes Lahr, in comes Bowersax. And the 5:12 left. The Tigers will inbound beneath their goal. Winkler to the left. And they got the Panthers caught them asleep. And Hallam gives the Tigers their biggest lead at 47-39. Coming down on the 5-minute mark. Triggering the inbound play is Bird, I believe. And the ball comes into Lahr up and in. Lahr with another big goal and a timeout, 30-second timeout to the Panthers. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Ted, the turnovers are killing us.
They are certainly having a big factor.
Yeah, we have.
And the other thing, second chance rebounds have been a factor.
Right.
Hallam has come up with a couple big ones, as has Redmond. Well, the Tigers have the length of floor to go. They lead at 47-41. Both coaches have 3 timeouts left, and we're down to the 4:45 mark of the ball game. With the ball is Winkler. Winkler into the front court. Over to the left it goes to Hallam. Hallam with the drive. He'll pick it up and give the ball up to Keller. Over to the right it goes to Winkler. Winkler now Hallam. Hallam with the ball. Look for him to take a little air out with this particular offense. Now the ball goes over to Redmond. Now to Winkler. Winkler picks up the dribble, gives it up to Hallam and out at midcourt. Hallam. He's got a lane to the goal.
Not offensive.
They're questioning the call. And they call this on Conkle was good. And they full timeout, charge it to the Tigers. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Life is made up of moments. We care about those moments as much as you do. We are Modern Woodmen, a fraternal financial services organization, member-owned, not stockholder-run. Since 1883, we've supported families, strengthened communities, and helped people reach their financial goals. From protection to saving to retirement planning, let us help you plan for those special moments in your life.
Back at Pinckneyville, where the score is 48-41. And Gary, like you say, the turnovers have played a big factor. How many turnovers the Panthers have?
I have them with 10.
How many the Tigers have?
4.
4 turnovers. Panthers have the length of floor to go after the one free throw by Hallam. Makes it 48-41. And Gary, how many fouls has Conkle got now?
2.
Conway into the front court. Working over to the left, gives the ball to Keith, just left of the goal. Keith shots up and in. Nice move by Keith. And a great finish, 48-43. He shot that over Hallam, and Hallam contested the shot. Now with the ball is Hallam. Hallam with the ball on the left. He'll give it up to Keller. Keller now to Winkler. Winkler back to Keller now. They're going to slow the game down, aren't they? With the ball is Hallam. Hallam with the dribble. He'll give it up to Keller. Keller out to midcourt to Winkler. Winkler. Winkler with the ball out near midcourt. Winkler down to 3:24 left in the ball game. 48-43. Winkler, his drive is up and good. And it's 50-43. With the ball is Conway now. Conway over to Conkle. Conkle gives it up to Keith. Keith for three, no good. Rebound to Winkler. We got a foul. It's called on Keller. He pushed Bowersax, I believe, on the rebound, and it'll be an inbound play for the Tigers. Lahr's going to come in, as is Bird. Conway's going to go out, as is Conkle.
Call that foul, Ted, on Redmond. That's his third.
Bird will trigger the inbound play now. Bird. Official questioned something with ball comes into Lahr, and the ball is a little bit long for him, and he had to reach and with the ball is Winkler, and now foul called on Bird. 2:53 left in the game, and the Tigers could put this game in a very strong fashion as far as winning the ball game here with a score on this trip, and look for him to run some time off. Lahr goes out of the game. Back comes Conkle. He got a quick breather there. 2:53 left on the game clock. Ball in the backcourt to Winkler now. Winkler. Yet to cross the timeline. Does so now. Goes over to the left to Hallam. Hallam with the ball. Hallam. Now over to Keller. Keller. Still with the basketball. Over to the right, it goes to Redmond. Back to Keller now. Keller. And a foul called on Bird. .231 left in the game. 50-43. Hallam to trigger the inbound play. Hallam goes in the backcourt to Winkler. Winkler. They try to double team him in the backcourt. No, Winkler got it back. Now Hallam threw his hands out of bounds. It'll belong to the Panthers. Winkler got the ball back, and the Panthers would have had a wide open layup, but they couldn't get the handle on the ball, and Winkler got it back.
He's quick.
But then he threw it away.
He's quick.
Yes, he is. The ball comes into Conway. 50-43. 2:19 left in the game. Conway across the timeline. Gives it up to Conkle. Conkle. Now Keith. Keith with the drive. Up. No good, but a foul on Redmond.
That's 4 on Redmond.
Keith at the line to shoot 2. Both teams have committed 4 fouls, so both teams will be shooting 2 free throws the rest of the game. Keith's free throw is good. He'll shoot the second of the 2-shot foul now. 2:10 left on the game clock. Free throws up and good. And it's a 50-45 game. Bowersax goes out. Bird comes in. Panthers going with the short lineup here. Conkle, Keith, Smith, Conway, and Bird. And with the ball in the backcourt is Hallam, and he's fouled by Conway. And Hallam will shoot 2 free throws. .206 left on the game clock.
So Hallam's been there one time. He's 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. Here's his first one on its way. Good. He is a nice looking player. And
he really is.
If this score holds, I'd say he's going to be the MVP of the tournament.
And Hallam makes the free throw, and it's 52-45. Conway into the front court. He'll give it up to Keith down the lane, and he walks the ball.
Tripped over his own feet, didn't he?
Yeah, he sure did. With the ball, Hallam to trigger the inbound play now. Hallam gets the ball into Keller. Keller racing into the front court. Keller over the left, it goes to Winkler. 150 left in the ball game. Winkler with the ball on the left side. Winkler, his shot is short. Oh, they call a foul on Smith. Ooh, that looked like it was all ball there, didn't it, Gary?
Yeah, I have to agree with you.
147 left.
They let stuff like that go, and now we're getting down here to crunch time, and they want to call it. Winkler makes that free throw. 53-45, and Winkler with another free throw.
Lahr and Conkle came back in. The free throw is up and good by Winkler.
Yes.
And it's 54-45, a 9-point lead, the biggest of the game. Lahr with the ball at the free throw line extended. Ball goes to Smith, knocked out of bounds by Winkler. The Panthers will get the ball right in front of the Panther bench here.
Yeah, they've not let Smith get open this game to shoot them threes.
No, they have not. And Hallam's been on him most of the night, so he's about 3 inches taller than Smith, and that's gave Smith some problems. And the Panthers turned it over on the inbound play as they try to lob it inside for Conkle. Now back comes Keller for the Tigers. Keller. Rob Flanagan used his 4th timeout. The inbound play will be triggered by Hallam. Hallam gets the ball into Winkler, over to Keller. Keller in the backcourt. Ball tipped, but Winkler's able to recover. Now the ball knocked away and recovered by the Panthers. With the ball by our side is now Conway. Conway, full timeout. Charge it to Matt Lahr and the Panthers. We'll take a 30-second timeout with 1:12 left in the game.
Small, and we're glad to cater any event as well. The Grecian Steakhouse, a proud sponsor of Panther Sports.
Back at Thomas Gym, the Panthers have got a hole to get out of here, and in the last minute and 12 seconds, stranger things have happened, but they're playing against a very solid Olney team, a 3A team, in fact. So that's the inbound play triggered by Keith, comes to Conway. Conway with the ball at the right side. Conway, now the ball's picked off by Winkler, and lays it up and in. A lazy pass there, and Winkler caught it, got him napping and picked it off. It's 56-45. Keith with the shot up and in. And Matt Lahr uses his 4th timeout. This coming with 48.6 seconds left in the game. And the score 56-47. Boy, Gary, that was a big turnover there.
Yeah, it was.
Kind of didn't put the zip on the pass, did he?
Number 14 for the Panthers.
You say 14 turnovers?
Right, that's what I've got them for. Again, we want to remind everybody to stay with us after the game to have the all-tournament team, trophy presentation, and we'll have our Coach's Corner program.
The only place you can hear Matt Lahr after the game, isn't it?
That's right.
The buzzer sounds to end the timeout. So we're down to the 48.6 seconds left. Panthers will have the basketball. Or do the Tigers have the basketball?
I think we just turned it over, didn't we?
No, we
made a basket.
Yeah, Keith made the basket.
Yeah.
Turning the inbound play will be Redmond. Redmond gets the ball in the corner to Keller. Keller with the ball. Well, that was Winkler. Now the ball out to Keller. Keller into the front court, goes to Brown. Brown. And he's fouled on the play by Conway. So Brown will shoot the free throws now. Panthers get about a 8-day rest or a week's rest here, don't they? Free throw by Brown is good. Makes it a 10-point game. The biggest lead of the no, they had an 11-point advantage at 1 point. They'll shoot Brown will shoot the second. That's up and no good, and the rebound controlled by the Panthers. With the ball is Conway. Conway will give it to Keith. Keith for three, that's no good. Rebound to Conkle up and in. And Matt Flower uses his final timeout. We'll take a 30-second break with 31 seconds left in the game.
It's the Holly Jolly Christmas sale at the Daniels Furniture and Fitness. Our showroom is filled with fantastic bargains on recliners, stereos, glider rockers, motion sofas, sections, and very comfortable swing-out mattresses. And they all make great Christmas gifts. Shop with confidence with the Daniels low price guarantee and 12 months free financing. You'll always get the best price and the best service. We at McDaniels wish you and your family a blessed Christmas and a very happy New Year.
Welcome back to Pinckneyville, and the Panthers are going to run out of time, aren't they, Gary?
Yeah, we are. I am afraid so.
The Tigers will control after the Conkle basket here. And the Tigers are looking to win their third successive Duster Thomas Hoops Classic tournament. Inbound play triggered by Redmond. He'll get the ball into Hallam, and Hallam is fouled immediately by Bird. Two teams will walk to the other end of the floor, and Hallam will shoot the Keller will shoot the free throws.
All right, first trip to the line for Keller. He's got 4 threes and a 2-pointer. He's got 14 points in the ball game. There's his free throw. Too strong. We have another one coming. It's on its way and good.
Makes it 58-49. Back comes Conway. Conway, he'll give it to Keith with the drive up and in. And Keith, now the Tigers throw it away. And the Panthers will get it. (58-51), 19.7 seconds left in the period. Conkle's going to go out, and Lahr's going to come in. Sure, that's for three-point shooting purposes. The Panthers ball comes into Lahr. Lahr gives it up to Keith. Keith lays it up and in, and it's 58-53. Inbound play comes to Hallam. Hallam takes it end to end and scores. And that's the game. 60-53, the final score. 60-53 in favor of the Tigers. They win their third successive Duster Thomas shootout, or
Hoops Classic.
Hoops Classic. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Great Heart products are second to none when it comes to seed quality, seed treatment, and seed performance. Farmers continuously brag about the appearance of our seed as it comes out of the bag, the vigor in which it comes out of the ground, and the high yields coming out of their fields year in and year out. I would describe Great Heart products with two words: quality and performance.
All-wheel drive, 72,000 miles for $18,575. Online at more, go to photosales.com, 357-2711.
Every day, banks touch every corner of our lives. Our Wall State Bank is here to assist you in achieving your financial goals and prepare for life's biggest moments. Goals like going to college, opening a small business, buying a home, or growing a family.
Thanks, buddy.
Here for all of life's biggest milestones.
You're okay.
Cargill and Murfreesboro are online to learn more about our first football and financial products.
For greater yield, you can trust Great Heart Beef Company.
The Olney Tigers take the championship trophy, and they had to fight through a little adversity as they lost one of their big guns in Thoman to pull off this victory, a 60-53 win over the Panthers. And the Panther record, Gary, now is 13-3.
13-3. Yes, sir.
And
Okay, so
wanted to tell you, we had early in the game, the Panther were 9 lead changes in the opening half, and then 5 ties in the game. Gary, you got some numbers for us?
right, the scoring went like this for the Olney Tigers. Winkler with 13, Keller with 15. Hollum had 19, Tolman with 11. They had 4 players in double figures. Redmond with 2, and Brown had 1. For the Panthers, Keith had 22, Smith with 9, Lahr had 7, Conklin with 8, Narasak's 5, and Conway with 2. It was Olney 14-12 at the quarter break. We were tied at 24 at the half. Olney had a 40-34 lead at the end of 3. They win it here 60-53. Olney is 14-2 on the season now. Panthers 13-3. All tournament team being announced down on the floor right now. And Hunter Smith made it.
For Pinckneyville, A.J. Keith.
A.J. Keith.
For Benton, Dr. Tedeschi.
Tedeschi from Benton. I think that was Billington they announced earlier from Benton.
From Olney, Rex Allen.
Rex Holland from Olney.
From Pinckneyville, Carson Conkle.
Carson Conkle.
From Olney, Ian Winkler.
Ian Winkler from Olney.
And the MVP of this year's tournament is Ian Winkler from Olney.
They say he's the MVP too?
Yes.
Pictures. Congratulations. We thank everyone for attending.
All right, I guess it's picture taking time down there.
Wishing all the Tigers good luck for the remainder of the season.
So, Ted, I think you got to give Olney Tigers a lot of credit here. You know, they took the Panthers out of a lot of things that we do.
Yes, they did.
As we talked about, you know, they didn't let Hunter Smith get open for those threes. They really shut him down. And for the most part, well, they shut Bowersax down. And Keith got loose there at the end. Scored a few points. He ended up with 22. But
here it's time for our Great Heart Seed Player of the Game.
Okay.
I think that probably goes to A.J. Keith, don't you?
All right.
He's our Great Heart Seed Player of the Game. We'll be
Great Heart products are second to none when it comes to seed quality, seed treatment, and seed performance. Farmers continuously brag about the appearance of our seed as it comes out of the bag, the vigor in which it comes out of the ground, and the high yields coming out of their fields year in and year out. I would describe Great Heart products with two words: quality and performance.
Open house. Exploring options. That's a solution.
Great holiday deals at your Pinckneyville, Napa, South Main, and Pinckneyville. Check out the Chemical Guys complete 11-piece car wash and detailing shine kit for just $39.99. The Walt cordless battery-powered leaf blower, just $199. And Grease Monkey utility gloves, just $12.99. Your Pinckneyville, Napa, 618-357-6030. Online at napaonline.com.
The Coach's Corner is brought to you by Solar Drugs. Online at solerdrugcompany.com. This is an in-store's biggest contender here. Solar Drugs, serving Pinckneyville and surrounding communities since 1932. And now, the Coach's Corner.
All right, so while we await a visit from Matt Lahr, we'll run down this scoring once again for you. Tigers had 4 players in double figures, led by Rex Holland, who had 19, Ian Winkler with 13, R.J. Keller with 15, Casey Tolman had 11, Colby Redmond had 2 points, and Reed Brown with 1. For the Panthers, A.J. Keith with 22, Hunter Smith had 9, Carson Conkle with 8, Ty Lahr with 7, Riley Bowersax with 5, Brady Conway with 2. The Panthers turned the ball over. I had them with 14 turnovers, and only 7 turnovers for the Tigers. And you don't turn the ball over that many times against a Rob Flanagan coach team, and and not pay for it.
Yeah.
As you said, I think this is Olney's 5th tournament title overall, and their 3rd in a row. I noticed in the book they changed it from Olney to Richland County. They got Olney 1 year, Richland County the next. So whatever.
Now, is Hallman is he a junior?
Yes.
And Thomason's a junior or a sophomore.
Tolman.
He's
a sophomore, yeah.
And Brown is a sophomore or junior too, isn't he?
Brown is a freshman.
A freshman?
Yeah.
Wow.
Winkler's a senior. Keller's a junior. Redmond was a senior.
What about Redmond? You say is a senior?
Yes. Yeah, they're going to have Holland back next year and Tolman back. Reed Brown. They've been bringing in a young man named Reed Klingler and another one named Owen Kocher, and they're both sophomores.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the well ever runs dry for the Tigers or not, but Matt Lahr's headed our way, so we're going to get some thoughts and comments from the head coach of the Panthers. He's got that iPad with him, so he's got some numbers here for us. So he'll be joining us here in just a second. All right, Matt Lahr's alongside, and Coach, we run out of time.
Yeah, it's a good ball club. Our energy was good. Our effort was good. I thought we did a good job with our game plan, and We just got to get better and making some fundamental plays. We got to be able to pass the darn basketball from point A to point B a little bit better.
Yeah, we had a lot of turnovers really hurt us.
Yeah, and I mean, give them credit. Their ball pressure and their ability to guard.
Yeah.
Force some of those turnovers. But I mean, that's going to be there, right? It's not going to get any easier for us. So we're going to get better. We're going to take a day off tomorrow, and we're going to get back in here. We're going to work on those fundamental things.
They kind of took Hunter Smith out of his three-point shooting tonight. I thought they really guarded him.
Yeah, well, he didn't shoot the ball particularly well the other night either, and I didn't talk to him. I didn't tell him not to shoot it, but I think he kind of took it upon himself to just drive. He had some great plays, especially in the first half, where he caught and they were running at him. He just swept the ball and drove in there. Had a couple nice finishes in there, but that's a good 3A ball club, and it doesn't make it any easier. I'm not one for moral victories, but our efforts there, and with the talent we have and playing as hard as we play and the chemistry we got, we're going to win a lot of ball games.
There's a battle inside there.
Yeah, and you know what? We went at them, and that was our plan. Go right at them. They're huge, but I didn't feel like interior the defense is that great. So we went at them. We just got to do a better job of getting the ball in positions to get it inside to Conkle. Too many times we're missing an open man in there where, we got to get the ball from point A to point B so where we can get it to point C. And like I said, we've up to this point, we're at the halfway mark now of the regular season. Just went over the top of the halfway point of the season. We're getting better every time out, and as long as we keep battling, it's a fun group to coach. I love these kids to death, and they want to get better. They want to learn. They want to continue to improve, and that's what we're going to do.
Winkler, he's like a coach on the floor, and he's quite a ball player.
That kid's a heck of a ball player, man. He made a couple big plays tonight, and just right when you need them.
Yeah.
Just, and that's what the great players do. Great players, when you need big time players, make big time plays in big time games. We've all heard that said, and that kid right there, he's a big time player, and he did just that.
And 44 Rex Hollum is right behind him.
There's no question about that, and I thought we did a heck of a job. I don't know how many he ended up with, but I know he got a cheap one late there at the horn, but. I thought we did a heck of a job guard. Really, altogether, I thought we did a pretty good job guarding everybody. They didn't get too many things easy, but we just got to get a little bit better.
Yeah, I think if the biggest improvement in your ball club since the start of the season has been your defense.
No, there's no question about that.
And your communication is so much better.
And that's staple number one in my programs is communication is the most important thing. It's not just talking; it's the ability to listen as well, and relay that message. Whether it's me sending that message, you got to be able to take that communication and know what's going on. We're still not where we're going to be, but we're a heck of a lot better than we were day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah. You had 9 lead changes in that first half and 5 ties. And in that first half, during those lead changes, you had one stretch, you had a 4-point lead, and a chance to build on the lead, and you turned the ball over on trying to get into the post, and a high pass really hurt you.
Yeah, and it wasn't the right play. There was 2 guys that the post was double teamed, and they tried to force it in there. But we're preaching get the ball inside. So I'm not gonna harp on a kid for trying to do what we're asking him to do. He's got to be a little bit smarter about when it goes in, because there was a play I think you're talking about. It was not a traditional guy throwing the ball into the post, and there was 2 guys on the guy in the post.
Yeah, and late in the third quarter, you cut the lead to 5, and you had a pass toward the post again, but you didn't have any spacing, and your 2 players together actually caused the turnover.
Yeah, well, the turnover that just killed me, we called a timeout to set up a side OB, and it was an OB we haven't ran in a game yet, but we practiced it a ton of times, and we were going to execute it perfectly and turn the dadgum ball over before we got to finish the play. So that was a little bit discouraging.
Yeah, Keith, he really stepped up down the stretch for you. He wants that ball.
Yeah.
But sometimes he tries to play too fast.
Yeah, tries to go. I told him in the locker room, I said, man, we got to stay on our feet. He fell down probably 5 or 6 times tonight. But you can't say enough good things about that kid. He's the nicest kid on the planet. We've really focused on his defense this year, and he's gotten so much better defensively, and he's scoring 20 points every night for us. We knew late in the game when they had a lead and they were trying to kind of protect it a little bit that they weren't going to foul. So we were just trying to get it in his hands and drive. And if they do help, then we got shooters, around the floor and kick out to our shooters. But we didn't have to because he was able to get to the rack. And, he did a great job finishing. Missed a couple free throws, I think, early, but made his free throws the rest of the way. And Conk had a heck of a tournament. Smitty had a heck of a tournament. Proud of the guys.
Yeah, Ty had a really good tournament. Byersax, they all played well.
That's the kid that has gotten so much better defensively too, on the glass. He you know what? I don't tell him enough, and I certainly do tell him, but I should tell him more how proud I am of him, because he boxes out now. He gets on the offensive glass. He gets on the defensive glass. He's probably, when Ty and Bird aren't in the game, he's our best communicator defensively. He does a heck of a job. You know what? He's only scratched the surface. He's going to continue to get better, like they all are.
Coach, your first Hoops Classic, and
I need a nap.
Hey, three days there. What are your thoughts on it?
It's unbelievable. What a tournament. 16 teams, a lot of good coaching friends in this tournament. A lot of really good coaches in this tournament. The fan support, no surprise there. We had a packed house tonight, and we had Meridian's one of the best 1A teams in the state, and Benton and us are two pretty darn good 2A teams, and then Olney's a heck of a 3A team. So that's a pretty good. Carlisle's had a pretty darn good season too. So it's a heck of a tournament. It's a lot of ball games. 32 games in 3 days. Now, I will say this, and I know none of these guys are listening and gals are listening because they're all still here, but it's not something that happens without a lot of hard work from a lot of from a lot of awesome folks.
Exactly.
And, the guys at the scores table and the PA and both gyms and the guys doing the stats for us, and CJ's mom and dad helping out with the stats and the starting lineups and the whole nine, and our ticket takers, our people guarding the doors, every single person that had something to do with it, our sponsors, our corporate sponsors, our hospitality workers. If I'm leaving anybody out, I certainly apologize, but so thankful for the support staff that I have here, and the folks that help me just sit back and watch things run like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, Coach, looking to next year, are all the teams currently committed?
Yeah, everybody's contracted for next year.
So we'll have the same field.
Same field next year. Yes,
but
sir.
we're going to move that starting.
That's not you can't have a team play a game, they lose, they have to sit one and then play one. Yeah, I hope you look at that bracket. Coach Lar, man, he was pretty smart. He give that team.
Coach, you mentioned reaching the halfway point. What do you consider 3 things that are most important for your team to work on as you head down the stretch now?
Yeah, discipline's number one, and we are a pretty disciplined team, so I'm not saying that we're undisciplined, but just discipline in all aspects, right? Be strong with the basketball, be able to deliver at point A to point B like we talked about earlier. We got to continue to grow our bench. We've got guys. Lucas Leeds had a fantastic 2 days before the tournament and a couple good games in the tournament. Tonight was probably a little bit too fast-paced yet, but he's going to be in these games. He's going to be in these games. We need at least one more guy on the bench so we can go just a little bit deeper to get some guys a little bit of rest, and then we just got to clean up what we do. And that's, again, we've talked about this multiple times after games. We're getting cleaner. We're getting less sloppy, but we got to clean things up. That's both ends of the floor, offensively and defensively. And again, that's going to come naturally, and that's going to come whenever we're in here practicing. We've played so many games so quick. We haven't had a ton of time to prep. It seems like we're always doing a game prep. We're off tomorrow, and then we're going to have some practices leading up to a heck of a stretch. So we're going to work on a lot of things and be ready to rock and roll. Nashville's having a great tournament up at Modern Day, and then we go up to St. Joe Ogden, who's a heck of a ball club, and then we got Benton, I think, coming here on the following Friday. So,
and then the BIT.
And then the BIT right after that. That's right. There's no rest for the weary.
No.
Coach, I know you need a nap, but thanks for the entertainment you've provided the last 3 days.
Absolutely, I appreciate it. Really proud of our teams.
Really been a good tournament.
Yeah, it's a great tournament. Great people is what makes it a great tournament. Yeah. And we got great people here, and we got great people coming to play in it as well.
2 first-year coaches as they were going by. I always like to talk to those coaches when they leave, and the Jersey guy, he said, I wouldn't want to come anywhere else on Christmas. He said,
Yep.
This gym is it.
That's exactly right. I don't want to be anywhere else either.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for a great tournament.
Thank you guys so much.
Stopping by.
Hey, Coach,
you got it.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you guys as well. Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, that's been head coach Matt Lar. The Panthers fall to the Tigers 60-53. We are 13-3 on the season now.
Yes.
And we're 0-2 against 3A teams, right?
Yes.
we played both of them pretty tough, right?
Indeed, indeed.
Lost to Mount Vernon by 5, I think, and lose to the Tigers here by it was 5, and then they got a basket right there at the horn, so it's a 7-point loss to them. So, all right, that's going to do it for us here, our coverage of the Duster Thomas Hoops Classic. Thank Matt, who is our engineer again tonight, back there on Broadcast Hill. For Matt Lahr, for Ted Cunningham, I'm Gary Pratt saying Happy New Year to all you Panther fans out there, and good night from Thomas Jim.
Love you, Chris.